Okay, welcome back to Magic the Gathering Arena here. So we are going to start our second round of part 2 Pauper for No Escape. This is the art for the No Escape in the stained glass form, which is really, really nice. I really like that. That's the Hollow Fountains, the Ixalan's Binding, or the Immortal Sun Seal Binding. So we're going to we can do the Is It Pauper deck again, but let's see if we can't create another one. Actually, I would like to do. Let's see what we can do with. Can we do ramp? Can we get as many of the ramp cards as possible? Is there a card that does something with lands, or gets benefits from lands? That's a common. Let's see here. No, there's not seem to be anything of that sort, unfortunately. Let's expand to different colours, actually. Lands. Navigator's Compass, Skittering Surveyor. Demolish lands. Okay. So mono discard, we could do that. Blue, let's see here. Nothing with lands at all. Yeah, nothing of the sort. Okay. So let's look at zombies here. Zombies. We've got actually plenty of stuff that gets zombies out. Unfortunately, none of the aggro zombies are at common level. Ooh. Rhizome Lurcher. How about this? Enter the battlefield with the number of +1/+1 counters on equal to the number of creature cards in your graveyard. And green here. How about that? Let's try that actually. Let's put 3 Rhizome Lurchers in here. We don't really care about the erstwhile Trooper, but let's try some of that as well. We need some card draw as well. Draw cards. Spark Reaper is actually a great way of doing that. Costly Plunder helps our plan out. Let's see, Tithe Breaker Giant is actually something we may want to do. We want to stay into the black and green, I think. Wow, there are very little cards that actually draw. I think we'll go on with another. Blade Juggler may be interesting. A 3-drop, 2/3. Let's see here. Okay, so we got that going for us, but let's do zombie. So Lazartep Reaver, great here. Doom Dissenter, not really. Herald of the Dreadhorde is actually great for us. Now I can't remember, there was a War of the Spark zombie, so we've got a few uncommons, or a few commons that we can do. Not a 2-headed zombie. There was something else. I forgot what it was. Maybe it's not a zombie. But I'm trying to remember. I'm forgetting the card completely already. But I know it when I see it. I'll know it when I see it. Actually, I want the Moment of Cravings. Severed Strands is actually pretty nice. Or the Vicious Offering. -5, so is it if we destroy it, that could be a bit better as well. Rascus Finisher. We've got plenty of removal spells that we can do with black here. Ill-Gotten Inheritance, not really our plan. Let's see. Epicure of Blood is actually pretty nice. Was it green? What's it in the green? Right, I'm thinking. Look for the one that has that gives trample. It's a 5-drop, so 5-drop green spell that gives trample. Oof. Right here. Okay, good. So that's basically as we get our massive zombies or massive rhizome lurcher, we can give them trample and they can bash in for plenty of damage here. Now we've just got to worry about the number of creatures that will be hitting our faces. Duress, Deadweight, Kaya's Ghost Form. Spark Harvest obviously is not going to be very useful for us here, or that. Moment of Craving, apparently we only have 2. That's terribly unfortunate for us. 42 cards, we'll run with a 24 land deck, we'll see how that goes. I'm not really sure how the meta is for this Pauper, so it's pirates. Let's see here. Let's see. Vicious Offering, Phantom Fleet Raider. What's a good thing to do? Perhaps we want something to finish in the air. Should we need to do that? A 3/1 does not get the job done easily. It's easily killed. Menace is actually not too bad. Then Scry 2. Destroy Contract Killing. Get 2 extra treasures. Consigned to Pit. It explores. Adventurous Impulse, actually. That's not too bad. Commune with Dinosaurs only lets us get lands, basically. I don't think there are any dinosaurs that we want. Yeah, obviously it's not legendary. Gift of Growth is actually not too bad. Crotch Wrangler. Don't have many of them, but we've got a few creatures that are 4 powered or greater. What else? Territorial Boar. +1/+1 and Trample. Let's do some of that. Titanic Brawl actually is really good. We've got counters galore on all of our creatures. The mass zombies. Whenever this gets counters on here when it dies a mass. So I think that could do it. How about Elvish Rejuvenator's not too bad actually. New Horizons, both versions of it. Gaining 2 life, exploring Tishana's Wayfinder. That's actually not too bad. Rounding up the curve. This is just a mishmash of things. Oh yes, Vivian's Grizzly. That's perfect actually. That's what we want. So let's do something that has a little bit more counters. One here. One Baloth Gorger. Might as well, you know. And counter. Put a +1/+1 counter on target creature that gains reach until end of turn. That's actually pretty nice. Jade Bearer, put some counter on the Merfolk. And don't care about legendary. This Pollen Bright Druid's actually pretty nice. Stony Strength may be something. Yeah, I think that should do it. I think that should round it out. So we've got a good complement of creatures, 23 creatures, some instant sorcery, some enchantments as well, and big creatures to fill up the rest of it. So we'll go ahead and get Golgari, Guildgate as well. Just get that sort of thing going on. So let's try that. Let's call this. Can't we rename it, please? In the middle of this. Let's do. Where's the name? Golgari Pauper. Not sure if that's going to be any. If this is going to be any good at all. So let's try this. I apologize about that. It's funny that the Arboreal Grazer is still the picture of it, because that's the first card we picked. Okay, so Swamp Forest, we can get that Rhizome Lurcher almost onto the battlefield, but this is a heavy-handed hand, so we'll mulligan this. That's good, so much better, and that's perfect for us. Red, of course, stocked up with the Golgari Guildgate, and we'll say hello. And here we go, here we go. So if you guys are all doing well, I think most of these people are actually playing lots of things. Everyone's playing lots of things. So I'll start off with this Lazaret Reaver, so that if they do have shots, then they goes to these creatures right here, instead of my Crunch Wrangler, which can easily grow bigger. Shock, that's fine. This is a 1/2. This is 2 toughness body, so not sure what they're getting at here. Okay, looks like they're playing some sort of similar to our deck, but it seems to be mono red at this moment. I'm going to go ahead and start off with the Vivian's Grizzly, be mana efficient as well. We're not planning to do the Baloth Gorger until it's kicked anyways, so we'll chip in for 1 damage each turn. Hopefully we can play Crunch Wrangler, hold up the Mutant Craving, actually end play, get Baloth Gorger next turn. Okay, that's really interesting. But we've got the Moment of Craving, like we said. That line of play is very much open to us. And then with the Vivian's Grizzly, we can definitely keep drawing our creatures and stuff like that sort. So don't kill the Crunch Wrangler, please. But of course, they're going to have a shock as soon as we say it. Or not. Okay, so this is good. We don't need to kick it, don't need to have it, but this can buff this up pretty nicely. Good, and attack with this. Let's not attack with the Vivian's Grizzly here. We'll actually attack with both of these. So if they decide to block the Lazaret Reaver, we want to get creatures in our graveyard as well. Okay, that's what they're doing. We want to keep the Vivian's Grizzly around so we can keep getting card advantage as well. +2/+2 and haste. Shock killing the Crotch Wrangler, unfortunately. So we will block the Baloth Gorger into or not. So let's get this Rhizome Lurcher as well. Reveal to them that we've got we have that in our disposal. So I assume they're going to be incentivized to block here. Get a couple more creatures out, and if they're doing red, they're most likely not going to be able to kill my my things. But instead, we could develop the battlefield, but I think we should want to get some more cards. Yes, let's definitely do that. So we can draw a land, we can play Grizzly and the Lazaret Reaver. Just like that. So let's go ahead and attack. We don't care about our creatures, we want to trade 1 for 1 as much as possible to save our life total. And the Lazaret Reaver here. And then if they want to kill more of our creatures, we have a Rhizome Lurcher that's just going to be an insane 6/6 on their board. And this is really, really nice. So much synergy here. Oh, that's fine. I think they should have conserved the life total and killed the Grizzly as I attacked. But our opponent didn't want to do that. I think it's sort of a great counter to the red prowess decks by going bigger with the green. So we're just going to jam in here everything. I imagine if they block the grizzly here, they've got a shock in hand. Okay, so they're going to 1-for-1 trade for us here. Let's just hit the damage in. We can always activate this on their turn. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Sure, that's alright with us. Yes. So if you draw another mana, we've got 2 Rhizome Lurchers that are going to be 7/7s. Oh, look at that. Isn't that how we planned it? We got these huge Rhizome Lurchers. So I'll go ahead and trade off this Grizzly. With less creatures on the battlefield, they are less likely to block the Rhizome Lurcher. But obviously these all Goblin Instigators can do something be a roadblock, but not once we draw our look at that. Okay, so let's pump up the Vivian's Grizzly, leave that to the bottom. So obviously they can't block everything, but we're not going to attack in with the Vivian's Grizzly. Not quite yet. They can double block one. That's fine. We got one more Rhizome Lich in lurking in our midst. So 2 damage to us doesn't really do much for us. Let's go ahead and activate this Vivian's Grizzly if we can, please. Arena's being sort of buggy. A second Grizzly here. Replacement one for if that Grizzly goes down. So and okay, please reconnect. What's this? Is our opponent just conceding to us? What was that? We clicked reconnect. Well, we won that. It seems our opponent just like left because we got that win. We started off at 6 wins. Now we're at 7. Sorry for my cough. Just had a bad cough these past few weeks here. Okay, so we're up against Grimy Gopher Guts as our opponents. This does not seem like a great starting hand. Okay, this is much more doable. We want to get a land. Tishana's Wayfinder. Okay, they're playing green. Unfortunately for us, we're not that explosive, even though we have 23 creatures attacking us. That's fine. So let's explore with this Tishana's Wayfinder. Great, finding us our lands. Perfect. So we're going to save this Rhizome Lurcher. Don't want to use the Stony Strength on our things yet. So they seem to be just wrapping out here. We'll play this and go ahead and attack here. Attack in. They want to block, that's fine. It does okay, so we just drew out the giant growth, and we'll go ahead and sacrifice the Shauna's Wayfinder, I believe. Yeah, that seems good. Basically, our creature's going to die anyways, and I really don't care about a 1/3 Snare Spinner. but we can get the Spark Reaper out, and if we need to, we can sacrifice itself to the... Okay, that's a problem. Guildgate, I suppose. Play the Spark Reaper. So that's what they're trying to do, get out a huge siege worm and pound us in the face with it. Sure, I think that's fine and all, but I've got hard removal spells, but my creatures can eventually be bigger than theirs. It's only a 5/5 trampler. Convoking it does seem nice, but like there's so much better things that I think we could do. Wow, we got a nut hand. Okay, and we're not drawing much of anything. So let's go ahead and sacrifice this Spark Reaver, trying to find answers for this. So it seems we may lose. Okay, so we got the Lazartep Reaver here. Okay, does that make any difference? No, it doesn't. So suppose we're taking a huge chunk of damage here. Swap block like this. Okay, that's game. They got a really lucky draw with all this, and our hand, we had to mulligan once, but you know, games are games. It's Pauper, not really that beats up about it. Players with mythic orange names are arena team members. Interesting. Okay, so I could probably shave this for an actual that contract killing that would actually enable costly plunder pretty well. Other than that, this is actually not alright. We'll keep this. Adventurer's Impulse can grab us our lands should we need to. We're running 24 lands. Our opponent is Zulsoro, and it seems they're on the same mono green plan as our previous opponent was. So let's try to beat them faster than this. Holy bejeebus. They are not doing much here. So I'm going to go ahead and costly plunder this Lazartep Reaver. Draw an extra 2 cards. Adventurous Impulse for a additional land here. We don't need that Rhizome Lurcher since we've got one in our hand as well. So we'll go ahead and just pass the turn since attacking won't do us any bit of good. The Spark Reaper though. Sacrificing an extra creature. Okay. I think I know what they're doing. Scry forward and draw 2 cards. That's insane. Like, that card printed as a common. It's a powerhouse. 3 top, 1 bottom. That seems to be a problem for us. So we'll go ahead and do Spark Reaper here. No attacks. Obviously we're planning on sacrificing the zombie army to the Spark Reaper to draw additional cards for us. Okay, flying. Whenever Guildpact Informant deals combat damage to a player or planeswalker, proliferate. I thought we had things of that sort, of that nature, I think. So do this. go ahead and Herald of the Dreadhorde yet again. Adventurous Impulse, grabbing on. Okay, this is interesting. Do we grab the land or the Bloomhook? I think I want the Bloomhook. Proliferating this to a bigger, especially after sacrificing Herald of the Dreadhorde as well. That will actually be pretty nice. Okay, sure. Okay, that's pretty powerful right there. Yeah, hits us for 4. I will go ahead and actually play this Crotch Wrangler, play this card to proliferate, and I'll just stack it like that. Submit both of them. We'll attack in with everything here. So we got our own proliferate plans as well, just so you know. Okay, alright. So we do have this Talons of the Wildwood, and we can put it on a Bloomhook and okay. Okay, that's fine for us. Making it a 1/4. Grip Spiral, putting a land onto the battlefield. Seems they don't. They'll put this in the air for quite a bit actually. So we'll go ahead and do this. Talons on that here. And let's gem in with everything. Don't really care if Spark Reaver dies. That dying will actually make my army quite a bit bigger. So I'm on 2-turn clock, but if I'm able to eliminate all of their creatures here, they won't be able to kill me. We've got a trample on here, and sure, that's fine. Putting up a huge wall for us actually. Attacking with all of these guys here. They're playing around a giant growth, I suppose. Yeah, I'll do that way. Let's go ahead and sacrifice this here. Let's see if we can draw into something. Okay, nope, that's game for us. So they got a better plan than us. We do want to proliferate things. We've got plenty of counters, so maybe we should go more in on that plan. Sure. Let's build that up a bit as well. We've got 2 cards that proliferate in black and green. That sucks. Perhaps green and blue is the way to go. Counters with the stony strength, that's fine. Thought we okay, so let's cut that out. And do the contract killing. That will be fine for us actually. We can sacrifice one of the tokens, artifact tokens as well. But let's see what artifacts there are. Traveler's Amulet is really nice. Blood Tallow Candle. Prying Blade. Oh, that's actually pretty nice. Costly Plunder. Okay, we've got plenty of things going on here. Let's cut the Real Gorge was fine when it's kicked. Oh yeah, Siege Worm. Siege Worm is actually pretty. We don't have a single Siege Worm, unfortunately. Oh no, our deck's crapping out onto us. We'll keep that out. Let's cut back on land as well. So 23 lands. I think we'll try that. Let's submit this deck. One more game. One more game. Here we go. Actually, well, let's see if we can get into two wins, 2 more wins quickly. So we're versus against Hate Shooter here. We've got perfect hand right here. Lads that Reaver plus Cosmic Plunder is just insane. Hello, hello. Ooh, look at that. Lazatep Reaver. Perhaps we'll 1 mana onto the Prying Blade. We can sacrifice that treasure instead. Ooh, they let it go. Oh, that's going to be terrible for them. So terrible. Yes, I quite like it. Dust Legion Zealot, sure. Do this Crotch Strangler here. Let's go ahead and sacrifice that treasure for an additional 2 cards. Luckily we drew those as well. Perhaps I don't need to attack the zombie army here. Wow, they're just letting us hit them. Yeah, definitely Rhizome Lurcher here. We may not. We have 2 creatures to be able to get into the graveyard as well. Eventually, Dust Legion Zealot is pretty powerful though. Having an Elvish Visionary in standard in the colours of black. Okay, look at that Oaken Form. Fortunately for us, look at this Contract Killing. Grabbing out plenty of treasures with this Prying Blade. Oh, this is interesting. They seem to be stuck on mana as well, and we've got to concede. That was a quick 3-minute game. Very nice. How do we deal with flyers? Just the Contract Killing, that's it, I suppose. Spark Harvest. I wonder if that's something we are actually interested in. We do want counters. That was really nice right there. Oh, we have fights. We can do fighting. But let's do this as well. That's almost about the same. Oh crap. Let's do this. Pop one more win really quickly. That's actually pretty nice. Perfo 236 versus Aruku 64. Vivian's Grizzly. That's pretty nice for him. We're really slow, so we're playing the red deck. Then I think we should still be okay. Vivian's Grizzly is quite a bear. No pun intended. Okay, another black-green deck here. We've gone first each time though. Doom Dissenter. Grizzly bear. Look at that bear. Look at that Vivian. Let's do swamp. Let's attach this. And let's go to attack. So they block. That's fine. And do they have a moment of craving? Okay, costly plunder. Something similar to our plan as well. We'll end that turn as well. Next turn we'll play the Grizzly, and perhaps we can costly plunder at some point. Perhaps another creature will be coming down. Oh, Dust Legion Zealot. Okay, so that's good blocks right here, unless they choose to attack, which would really be nice if they did. Burglar Rat. Okay. Let's resolve this. We don't quite need the forest. Not going to block. Okay, that's fine. I think we'll go ahead and slam another Vivian's Grizzly here, just in case. We can get rid of their creatures, so we've got a backup one anyway. So let's go ahead and jam in. We can kill 2 creatures, and I'm fine with that trade. Let's kill the zombie. Let's kill the Dusk Legion Zealot, not the Burglar Rat. Not really worried about it. So we have the option to play the Rhizome Lurcher and play the Titanic Brawl as well. I think we'll have a good way of killing the Vivian's Grizzly. Murder is actually an uncommon. Oh, they're on the same plan as us. Okay, let's go ahead and do this. Okay, so we're not going to do anything for now. Drawing a card. Oh, Sky Scanner is actually pretty nice. Not going to attack, eh? Let's find some creatures, please. No attacks. They got stacked hand, and we've got 2 less resources than they do. They can keep getting in with those Sky Scanners though, so that's going to be a problem eventually. Man, they are drawing plenty of cards. I think I'm fine trading Grizzly off here. Yeah. I've got 2 more in our deck. This just feeds to our Rhizome Lurcher here. And this is a fight. And we can fight something as well. So let's go ahead and move to blocks here. Block, and we'll do a Titanic Brawl. Target creature we control, target creature we don't control. Fight the Sky Scanner, getting a clean 2 for 2. Get an additional creature into the graveyard as well. A Doomed Dissenter. So this is good synergistic value right here. Sacrifice another creature. Omnivore gets +2/+2 until end of turn. So unfortunately we're not drawing our creature ends. Go ahead and equip this Prime Blade to these Rhizome Lurcher. No blocks for now. If they want to sacrifice something, we'll just start jamming in with our Prime Blade as well. Good choice to make here. Doomed Dissenter. Very nice. Where the bloody hell are the rest of our creatures? Oh, they're going all the way in. Got to be careful with that, actually. So we've drawn lands and barely any creatures. I think this has done it for us. Just go ahead and concede here. They've got the Win with Dalid Omnivore and the Rhizome Lurcher right there. I do quite like that. We're more of a counters kind of thing. Doom Dissenter, we've got the Lazarus Reaver, we didn't draw, so we got, let's see here, on our curve we got about half 2-drop, 3-drops and stuff. Didn't draw any contract killings. I think that's fine. Prime Blade seems to be not that impressive. Dead Weight seems to be a grand removal spell at this point here. So let's try some Dead Weight. One more game. One more game. Perfect 236. A Slytherin. Let's play this. Slytherin. Well, then we're exactly in those colours. A Hunted Witness, okay. No use in doing the Dead Weight on that. They'll just get back a 1/1. Besides, we have this Lazarus Reaver as well. Erstwhile Trooper. Okay, look at that lifelinker. This is a very questionable attack from them. So I'm not too worried about this Daybreak Chaplain. We'll go ahead and put down this Erstwhile Trooper. Obviously no attacks at this point. I will do the Costly Plunder on the Lazarus Reaver should I need to. Another Daybreak Chaplain. Mono white life gain. Just mono white in general. Let's just get in with these two. Sure, you won't gain the life here. As much as you want. Oh, bloody hell! Come the hell on. Okay, they're getting pretty close to this ascension here. These Snubhorn Sentries would be insane. I think I'll go ahead and trade off the Hunted Witness at this point here. Okay, since we get to draw all these lands, let's go ahead and just take out that one right here. Now, I do have plenty of spells. Great. Awesome. Let's just concede this. We're just drawing all these lands and not getting any kind of... It's just frustrating, you know? Even in Pauper, you know, it's just... What's this? We got 23 lands. Let's just cut one of these, 21 lands, let's just do that. And we might as well just go... play some more things. Actually, let's just get back up to that amount of land as well. What can we do here? What can we do? What can we do? Another creature would be nice. Let's try that Doom Dissenter. End the turn. Submit this deck. One more game. That was just frustrating. Like, that was 10 lands. Bloody hell. 10 lands in a row. Okay, so we are facing Plane of Puppies. Look at this. This so much better here. Although we're probably going to be stuck on these two lands for quite a while. Now that we've, you know, shaved back on an extra land. Yeah, exactly. That's just our luck. Bloody fucking hell. Anyways, we could we have opened enough more of the spot packs, so I've invested nothing. I've only invested, well, I think $5 for a pack, for like 5 packs, I suppose. But that's it. Into this game, I haven't invested money. Other than that, it's just time and effort. Oh, you want your own zombie army? Okay, I see. Good tapping, at least for arena, for now. I may do some janky tapping later on in the game. Okay, it's a divination. We will obviously trade off here. Let's dig for a land. That's perfect, actually. Excuse me, game. Let's go. Just jamming again. What? So do you want to block here? I'd advise not to. Perhaps this movement and craving has a target for whatever's coming down here. Oh, look at that. So I've got to be careful here. That's fine. It seems they don't have a spell to respond to, so we'll go ahead and kill that before it gets out of hand. So end the turn. Getting an additional creature to grow our Rhizome Lurcher, that's fine. Auto passing, please. Do they have a shock? It's going to shock the zombie. Shivan Fire. Let's just go ahead and do that. Okay, so I think we'll go ahead and we'll just play this for them to deal with. We can combo off with the Rhizome Lurcher and then Pollen Bright Druid at a later point in time. It seems they're just a spell-heavy deck. Burning Prophet, sure. Sky Theatre Strix, not particularly exciting. That's exactly what we wanted. So we'll go ahead and do the Rhizome Lurcher. Do they have a counter spell? Go ahead and do this as well. Proliferate. Submit both of those. Attacking with everything. They have to deal with the larger creatures at some point. They're all 4/4s, 4-powered creatures, so it doesn't help them to just block the Lazartep Reaver. Blink of an eye, sure. Okay. I'll go ahead and kill the Burning Prophet first, since it gets normally more value with that that's Cry ability and has that 1 extra toughness. So our opponent keeps saying oops. That's really annoying. So all of our creatures get trample. And we'll just go ahead and attack in with everything here. Shocking on this. That's fine. They still have to deal with this 4/5 at some point in here. So we do want to play the lands. If we hit the Vivian's Grizzly. Oh, look at that. Contract killing. Get rid of any creatures they could possibly get. And they concede. Well, that's all there is to this. And we get Engrath, Captain of Chaos. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed this. Geez, another 6 wins to get to the Vivian, but I will do that. Whether or not I do record the last few games for the Vivian will be up in the air. Okay, so I hope you guys enjoyed it, and we'll see you guys next time. Bye.